Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. I'm here. It's Tuesday, or, as I like to call it, Mario Kart Monday. Yup. I didn't get to play it yesterday because I was watching Sox Fest. I only got to watch about halfway through, and my fucking internet in the house died, and I was like, fuck. And then I was like, I have to be up for the Pokemon Presents anyways, so I guess I might as well just go to bed. And then Pokemon Presents is fucking ass. Pokemon Presents is almost always ass, but it's the mistake I keep making. I keep going into it expecting that something there is gonna be crazy. And it never is. Pokemon Friends seems okay. It's like a very, very simplistic puzzle game from the little bit that I played on mobile. I don't know if it's quite at the point where I want to drop $10 on it. And then for like the DLC, it's like $34. And it's like, why is it so much with DLC? The DLC adds less to the game than like the $10 package. It doesn't make any sense. That's what always drives me crazy about like DLC, is whenever they do it and it adds so much less to the game than what was already in there, and then it's like more expensive. It's like, why? Why is that more expensive? Just fucking price it like a normal goddamn person. Why does Pokemon Friends have $15 DLC that has like 33% of the content? It doesn't add up. I feel like I'm going crazy. Whatever though. I might pick it up on Switch too, but only the $10 package. I don't know if I want to pick up the DLC. But it is something that I'm like, I don't know. I would probably have a little bit of fun with it. You can make Pokemon plush toys. Maybe I just keep playing on my phone. At the same time, like, I don't know, playing games on my phone that's not like Pokemon Go, that's like perverse. That's perverted. You shouldn't do that. Whatever though. I am joined by a friend tonight for Mario Kart. Say hi.
Hi!
Unite
Guys,
Volleyball?
are you ready for Unite Volleyball?
You know what's crazy? I already forgot they showed that off.
It's kind of fun. I played a couple rounds of it, but like, a lot of Unite side modes are like, they feel like custom game modes that you would see like browsing like Dota custom game modes and shit like that, or like TF2 custom game servers, where it's like very clearly something that's slapdashed in an engine.
Yeah.
So it's, I don't know. I do genuinely enjoy that game because I'm a freak, and I can get really into MOBAs if I like the characters and the games are short enough, which pretty much no other MOBA enforces a 10-minute hard cap. So I fucking love Pokemon Unite for that specifically. Yo, stream elements on stream, bruh.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
What was I gonna say? I don't know. I think I forgot everything, actually.
I'm still kind of mad we didn't get a release date for Coliseum and XD on NSO. It's like, they did the Pokemon Presents, and it was all mobile games, and like one new Mega in Legends ZA. Like, okay, we did see some NPCs returning and new in ZA, which is cool. It's cool. And honestly, they didn't really have to show off much more, because, like, I'm already sold on Legends ZA. It already looked good from what we saw. I just wish they showed more. I just wish we got more Megas. Because Mega Dragonite is cool, he's a cute guy. But I want more.
Yeah.
I'm greedy, I want more. I've learned that there's, like, a significant amount of people online who also don't like Mega Dragonite, and I'd just like to say, how does it feel being so fucking miserable that you feel no whimsy and joy when you see a delightful creature like Mega Dragonite?
So I do like the ZA footage. The thing that I'm like way more excited about is Champions. I know obviously for a showdown head, like Champions isn't anything new, but the concept of having those pretty battles, like I think we were discussing it previously, like some people do like playing like Gen 3 OU on fucking like emulated XD, right? Some people don't do that for Gen 4 OU because Gen 4 OU requires the changes made in Platinum and Heart Gold Soul Silver, which Battle Revolution does not have. But yeah, like I think genuinely people do like seeing those fancy fucking presentations. I mean, doesn't take much to see that like fucking False Swipe Gaming, whenever they do the Gens 1 through 4, they don't show on-cart gameplay unless there's like a specific form that requires on-cart gameplay.
Yeah.
But like they showed that gameplay from those like 3D things, and I think people would be willing to go through and pay if need be, or like I don't know how Champions is going to be monetized, but they'd be willing to go through the extra effort to see fancy animations if that's easy for them. But there's still going to be room for like a free-to-play version where like it's kind of sauceless.
Yeah.
Which no hate to Showdown. Showdown's a great program. We can admit that some of those animations are kind of sauceless.
Yeah, I mean, you're not playing Showdown for the animations, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm not interested in, like, official formats necessarily, so Champions isn't, like, a huge thing for me, but I do think it is a huge thing for the Pokemon series as a whole. I think it is another thing that makes it so Pokemon doesn't have to be, like, a fucked up, like, never-ending machine that, like, you squirt out a game, like, every 3 years. And if it sucks, it sucks. If it's good, it's good. Like, they'll just have time to cook. Like, honestly, even if they just get, like, an extra year, like, if Pokemon Generation 10 comes out, like, next year, I'd be more okay with that than if it came out, like, this year, you know?
Yeah. The issue is that even if you give them an extra year, I mean, Game Freak is a company that works on multiple projects at a time.
Yeah.
Specifically. And, like, I don't know. Within, like, the same year as Scarlet and Violet came out, they released Pocket Card Jockey Ride On, which is dope, personally, my opinion. But they also they're gonna release fucking Beast of Reincarnation next year, so I don't know. Even if they do release it within, like, next year, I think there's probably, like, it's not gonna be that bad, I hope. Though, generally speaking, I'm like a weirdo who sees a pattern where there might not be any. Outside of Gold and Silver, I don't think an even numbered generation really, like, enticed me.
Mm-hmm. I think that's something that Sienna has posited as well, is that usually, like, the even numbered generations tend to be, like, a bit worse. Or at the very least, more heavily flawed. And, you know, some people will argue about, like, Gen 1 to Gen 2, Gen 3 to Gen 4. There will be people who argue for those even-numbered entries. Once you get later on, though, like, I feel like it's harder to argue. Like, are you really gonna say that Generation 5 is worse than Generation 6? That would be, like, a little insane. And then, like, the same thing with Gen 7 and Gen 8. I feel like even people who don't like Sun and Moon, like, Sword and Shield doesn't do anything to fix the problems that Sun and Moon did have. In fact, it only, like, highlights
new problems.
them. Yeah. I don't know, at the very least, the extra time that Legends ZA has been given is making it look pretty good.
Yeah. And I'm excited for that Nintendo Switch 2 version, because I recently just plugged in Scarlet and Violet to see if it's one of those cases where they say, like, oh, it's going to happen on the 23rd, which means it's going to happen in the middle of the day on the 22nd. Because that's what they're doing with the Monster Hunter thing. That's actually going to go live in, like, an hour.
Oh,
in fact,
damn.
less than an hour. It's going to go live in 20 minutes. Because it goes live on the 23rd in UDT, which is, like, the universal, like, dateline time zone.
Mario Kart World, when there's Koopa Troopa Beach at the function.
Yeah, honestly, people pick this too much. It's not that good, guys.
Especially when you have to do an intermission course to it. Like, what are we doing here? Oh, so we can do one lap of Koopa Troopa Beach? You know how long one lap of Koopa Troopa Beach is? You sneeze and you miss it. Like, what are we doing? I'm a baby park enjoyer, and Koopa Troopa Beach does not incite that same joy. It's hard to explain why, because fundamentally the idea behind it is similar. Baby Park just wins on the chaos factor. It's a lot more chaotic than Koopa Troopa Beach is. Especially given that every map in this game has to be, like, wider, so it never gets to capture the same vibe as Baby Park.
Can't wait for the next, like, full-on Nintendo Switch 2 release. Because that does not seem like it's coming within the next month. And that's, like, sad. This is... It's an oddly, like... I wouldn't say it's barren, because there are launch titles. They're all just titles that are available on other consoles, too.
Yeah. I mean, that's why I'm saying, like, they really need to get, like, a direct out soon. Because it's like, we know stuff is supposed to come out this year, but we don't know when. Well, like, I know next month we have Drag X Drive, and then we also have the Kirby expansion, which is like, lol.
The Kirby expansion will be fun, but, like, that's not a full fucking game. And then Drag X Drive is...
I don't know how Nintendo thinks Drag X Drive is gonna carry their next month.
What if it's cooking? I am kind of craving dual mouse games after playing the mic fight in Deltarune. Because that shit's, like, fun as fuck. Honestly, I hope they announce a fucking WarioWare game.
Yes, dude. I'm
like,
always down
WarioWare
for
Click It, or like WarioWare Mouse It, or whatever they would call it.
WarioWare Fuck It.
WarioWare Shove It Up Your Own Ass game.
True.
Dude. Chad Warden's still the GOAT. I'm still playing on my PS Triple Ballin'. I don't care about what the haters are saying.
Nobody was better at trolling than he was. People have tried and they have failed. They will never be Chad Warden. See, the problem with, like, you can't, like, recreate Chad Warden because, like, all of the console manufacturers just have, like, a sizable, like, dedicated fan base that'll, like, you know, defend their shit no matter what.
This is the first time I've ever played as a dolphin. Huh.
Oh, you didn't have Dolphin before? Welcome to the club.
Fuck.
I'm playing as Fishbone right now, though.
That's something you would expect to see in a dolphin stomach.
True.
You know, I just realized how weird it is that, like, humans separate the bones from the meat it eats. Like, I can't think of a single other animal that does that. And I guess some animals, I guess, like, lions don't eat bones from, like, large prey. This is an incredibly weird thing for me to just start thinking about, huh?
It's probably just got something to do with how our stomachs are built. I don't think our stomachs are built to digest bones like some other wild animals might be.
Yeah.
Dolphin was the first one you unlocked? Hell yeah. Hi, Icarus. Welcome. Dolphin's a fun addition. I mean, I'm the Super Mario World enjoyer, so of course I'm gonna say Dolphin is a fun inclusion.
I still think about the fact that the Western versions of, like, Super Mario World took out the ability for Yoshi to eat dolphins out of, like, this, pointless moral panic. I don't even understand. It's like moralizing about an issue that doesn't exist.
Well, I'm moralizing it because they're cute, though.
Fair.
You dare not play. I respect that. It's a scary game. Mario Kart World is a scary game.
I think it's fun. I just don't care about winning. And if you care about winning, then it's scary.
I always care about winning. Is Scary Bowser here? It depends on what you consider Scary Bowser. I have this one. I have this one. It's fucked up that they have a Bowser skin based on fucking Skylanders.
Yeah, that is really funny. But they don't have Donkey Kong Skylander skin. They just really fucking, like, diffed Donkey Kong for some reason.
I wonder if it has to do with the fact that they had to change his design, like, mid-development. Because they did confirm that, like, DK's design in Bonanza was done before World and the movie came out.
Oh my god, I think I'm like Bonanza Brain. I dropped a bomb on a rock, and I was half expecting to come back to it with like the top of the rock chunked off. Fuck! It's over for me.
They warned you that he's a hell of a guy.
This game did not get enough updates within the month it's been out. I know that, like, maybe that's, like, an insane thing to think that a game needs an update within its first month of being out, but, like, I don't know, I feel like that's a reality for most AAA games now, especially ones with, like, extensive online modes, and, like, this is an $80 game.
I mean, Mario Kart 8 didn't get stuff until like a year later. So, like, I'm not expecting anything. I mean, when you put it all together with all the intermission tracks that are in this game has like 200 plus tracks. And, like, you know,
intermission tracks aren't that fun.
This is what everyone says. And it's like, listen, I get it. But every time someone says the game is bereft of content, it's like, no, it's not. You just don't like the content that's there. And that's okay. But it's not a game that's lacking in content.
That's fair. I didn't do a lot of those P-Switch missions, and those are definitely, like, the most interesting part of the game. I just wish that they were, like, more tracked and more important, rather than just giving you stickers.
Yeah, I think them just giving you stickers is, like, dumb.
See, I feel like the skin unlocking concept is fun, but the fact that it's just eat an item and then you get a skin and not like, clear this challenge with this character and then you get a skin, and that's like, oh hey, now this skin is more than just like a skin, it's a sign that I've achieved something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I will never understand that. I think that is like a part of the reason why people see this game and they're like, oh, there's like nothing to do. Because, like, there's a lot to do, but a lot of it is, like, not really doing much for you. A lot of it is just unlocking stickers. And it's like, it should be stuff that you do to get characters. But the characters are based on, like, either doing the Grand Prix, which is, like, whatever, you're gonna do it. Or it's based on the fucking Kamek Orb, which is such a bad mechanic. Like, the Kamek Orb should have literally just been replaced with unlocking shit in free roam. Because that would have encouraged people to, like, have a reason to go around in free roam other than, oh, you can get a funny sticker.
I agree, and I also think that, like, similarly, they should have done stuff with the skins that way. Maybe have some of the skins unlocked via eating, like, food in specific places, but then, like, have certain skins, like, the skins that you know are gonna be popular, like, make them require actual effort to unlock.
Yeah.
Like Vampire. Vampire should not be something you get for free for eating, like, popcorn.
Yeah. I guess that's my thing, is that I don't think this game is like, oh, there's nothing to do in it. I just think that it does a really bad job of incentivizing you to do a lot of that stuff. I think it is like, and you know, it's a cliche to say, it's kind of like fundamentally flawed in its design. And I mean, I'm willing to accept that, because I like Mario Kart, but it is like, there are, like, Donkey Kong Bonanza is a game that, like, even with a few, like, design hiccups, it's like a masterclass in, like, game design. The fact that that game functions as, like, a pretty fun 3D platformer when one of the base mechanics is based around destroying the level that you are playing is, like, again, it's a masterclass in design. And, you know, I'm glad that Nintendo is taking more risks with their franchises, because that's something that they do get commonly criticized for, is that they're not willing to take risks. It doesn't always pay off, though, and I think Mario Kart World is the main one where it doesn't pay off as much, because even though it's still, like, a pretty good, like, fun Mario Kart game, some of the gambles that it takes are just, like, ill-advised. And it's all stuff that could have been, like, fixed, like, years ago, and I guess they just never thought about it. Like, I like the idea of all the costumes and all the unlockable characters and stuff. I like that in concept. In practice, like, I still don't have all of them unlocked for no other reason than it's literally just too annoying, too. It took me, like, a fucking hour to unlock Fishbone when I was doing the fastest possible method you could to get Fishbone. It's absurd. I don't know, don't take this as me saying, like, Mario Kart World is a bad game either, because no, I think it's a very good game. It's just, like, it's a much more bold take on Mario Kart, but it's also their first attempt at that take on Mario Kart, so there's gonna be hiccups. And also, the game shouldn't have been $80, but everybody already knows that. I think Donkey Kong Bonanza is a game that's good enough that it, like, barely justifies being $70. Mario Kart World really does not justify being $80, but I don't think any video game could. Unless it was, like, perfect. It'd have to be, like, the literal best video game ever.
It would have to be, like, a video game that isn't just one video game's dev cycle worth of games. It'd have to be a video game that's, like, 2 video games dev cycle worth of games, which some games do become after DLC. But, like,
yeah, that's my main problem, is that, like, just don't do DLC if you're gonna charge $80, or at the very least have it be free. I feel like $80 is already asking a lot for buying a video game, and reasonably, it's an ask that a lot of games already made before Mario Kart. Mario Kart's just, it's an easy target because it's like, oh, it's $80, but also, you know, it's that base price. Like, the Mario Party's expansion is gonna technically be $80, because I bought the original game with it at full price.
Yeah.
Although the fucked up thing is that game's probably more worth $80.
See, but the thing is about that game, too, is that, like, Mario Kart Jamboree, if you pay $60 for it, it's worth it.
That is true.
That
is true.
You don't need to get Jamboree TV to make it worth $80. Same, like, this is like an odd example because people hate this fucking game. Scarlet and Violet is a game that I think was worth $60, and I think with its DLC, it is worth $80, which is a shame because it is worth it costs $90 with its DLC.
Yeah.
I don't think that DLC is worth $30. I do think it is worth $20. That is a very, like, weird point for me to make, but it's one that I stand by.
Honestly, the bottom line is that, like, Mario Kart kind of brought it front and center, but we've kind of always been overpaying for video games. Basically, they need to, you know, Mom Donnie needs to, like, actually make it so the minimum wage here is, like, $30. Yeah. I think it should be $30 everywhere. But I'm willing to be selfish in this case and be like, well, I actually have a chance here.
Dude, what do you think Mom Donnie would have done if... I don't want to spoil the end of fucking DK Bonanza, but you know what I'm gonna say, right?
I don't think I do. You could put it in the voice channel though.
Okay.
In a spoiler.
I'll do that after this race, because I'm currently racing.
Would you rather have $20 or $30? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, it really is just like it's the case of capitalism. Like, the Switch 2 and like Mario Kart would not be the worst pricing ever if we were actually getting paid more with inflation. And, like, you know, it would still be out of reach for some people because, you know, as long as capitalism exists, poverty will exist. But, like, they literally just don't raise wages. And it's, like, fucked up. Like, I'm in a position where I can afford a game like this. And honestly, if I really wanted to get cheeky with it, because I'm a streamer, I could technically put this down in my taxes and be like, yeah, I bought it for work. And it's like, that's technically not true. I've streamed this game a lot. I've honestly probably streamed this game way more than I've played it on my own. Like,
you make enough with, like, streaming that you actually have to claim it on, like, you have to report it as income on taxes?
Yeah, I always make, like, especially with, like, the subathons that I've been doing for the past couple years, I make more than $600 a year off of streaming, which is, like, the minimum you need to have to put on your taxes.
Okay, then you probably should mark these game purchases of games that you stream down as, like, tax write-offs.
I don't want to abuse that, though, because I'm, like, some of them...
But it's not abused. You're literally using it for something that you report as income. I don't know. Maybe I just have a way more lenient view on taxes.
I don't know.
Those things are scary.
I guess my thing is that I'm worried about, like, getting audited by the IRS because I would be spending way more money on games each year than I'm actually, like, making off streaming. Unless I had, like, a really good subathon, which I guess, like, last year was probably true. I probably made more from streaming than I did from buying games to stream. This year is gonna be tough. I don't think that's gonna happen, because I did buy the entire Switch 2. I guess if I just didn't count the Switch 2 as, like, a taxable write-off, it would be fine, probably, but, like, even then, like, with games going from $60 to, like, $70 and $80, it's like, I don't know. I don't know, that's tough. Somehow ended up on the Baby TV fandom wiki because you misspelled BetterTwitch.tv. That's fucking awesome. What do they have on the Baby TV fandom wiki? I assume baby shows? Like, they got
Dude,
like, Three's Clues on
Bluey
there?
adults are going mad at Baby TV at fandom. Dude, I hate this turn. This turn's evil.
It kinda is. There's several baby show production studios based in Israel. Alright, which shows do I have to, like, kill my son if he watches? What are the baby shows?
Paw Patrol! I wouldn't be you know what? I wouldn't put it past Paw Patrol for being, like, produced in Israel. That is a culturally Israeli show.
Yeah, I mean, even if it wasn't, I wasn't gonna let my son watch Paw Patrol anyways, because fuck 12.
I love calling things that suck culturally Israeli.
It's fucking crazy.
It's really good. I saw a post about, like, this is, like, the only rap white people listen to. Then they went back to listening to the Sonic Adventure soundtrack and was, like, fucking not like us. Because he's not like this. And, like, of that, somebody on Tumblr, like, added the tag culturally Israeli website, and it's, like, in my mind.
It's fucking crazy.
One of my friends saw the, like, preamble for the Pokemon Presents and saw Pikachu, like, DJing this terrible set to, like, 7 people. And so, like, yeah, this is Pikachu Israeli form.
That's fucking crazy. The boycotts are hitting him hard. Ever heard of the Egg Band? I have not heard of the Egg Band. If that's like a baby TV baby show, like I'm not gonna have heard of any of them unless they're like based on stuff that was like relevant when I was a kid. Like if they have like a baby TV like Wiggles show, then I'd be like, oh yeah, I know the Wiggles. Ah yeah, I know like Blue's Clues.
The Wiggles, a forefront of the Australian culture import.
It's true. That's literally true though. That's like, it was like their biggest import back in the day. Now their biggest import is Bluey. But that just shows that the Australians are kind of built different when it comes to making shows for toddlers.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if the Wiggles was as, like, culturally like, not, what am I trying to say? It's not as, like, I don't think it was, like, as, like, acclaimed as Bluey is, but it probably came close. I feel like there weren't a lot of people who were like, oh, I would never let my kids watch the Wiggles, it's too stupid. I feel like
the thing about the Wiggles is that there was, like, a ton of theme parks, like, throughout even the United States. I remember there was, like, a kids section of our Six Flags branch that had, like, the Wiggles World in it.
That is true. Bluey doesn't have that. You never had a Bluey,
Not yet.
Bluey ride.
Part of it is that Bluey blew up during the time where theme parks were struggling the most. You know, like, COVID stuff.
Yeah, that is true.
So, I don't know, I give it, like, 1 or 2 years and we'll absolutely see, like, Bluey World.
Remember them doing live shows? The Wiggles were fire. I mean, the songs that the Wiggles wrote were genuinely, like, earworms. Like, I still have them stuck in my head to this day, like...
Where was Rafi from? Banana Phone Guy.
Oh, I have no idea. Was that a Wiggles thing?
That wasn't Wiggles, but I put him in the same camp because he's just like a guy who sung funny songs for kids. And the songs were actually pretty catchy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, nobody eats fruit salad without thinking about the Wiggles just a little bit, right?
It's true.
Similarly, no one holds a banana to the ear without thinking about Rafi a little bit, right? In fact, if you do that and you don't think about Rafi, I think you're weird.
Void Kong doesn't think about Raffi.
Yeah, and he's a creep. What would Mom Donnie do if Void Kong came to his city?
He would stop him. I have faith.
On the same level, do you understand what I'm talking about when I say, like, the Donkey Kong, like, Bonanza spoiler? Because of the thing that happens at the end of the game where a villain goes to a city.
Well, don't spoil it. They go to the city.
That's fair. Maybe I spoke too much. They're gonna get me now.
You said too much. We're whacking you over the head now.
Fuck. Yo, I just unlocked the cutest fucking Toadette costume. My hair is fucking ice cream.
I'm Conkdor.
Hell yeah.
I love playing as the goofy enemies. I mean, I was always a Shy Guy main, so playing as goofy enemies feels right at home for me. And yeah, this game is a lot more hectic than 8 Deluxe. You abandon Fishbone? Fishbone is taking a lunch break. Can you let him? Do you go to the store and you notice the cashier's on break and you're like, you abandon the cashier? No, they're on break. They're union obligated. He has no stomach? So? Bro can't take a break? Come on. Grow up. Oh, I think because Fishbone has no stomach means he shouldn't be allowed to take his break during work. That's what you're saying right now.
Oh man, this Toadette costume's cute as fuck. Honestly, I truly won this race, even if I got 10th place. In fact, I'm going to change to that costume right the fuck now.
I love how funny Conkdor is.
Man, it's fucked up that Donkey Kong Bonanza has a more functional sound test than this game.
Yeah.
It's not bad, because Donkey Kong Bonanza has a decent enough soundtrack. It's probably not on the same level as, like, Tropical Freeze or the original Country games, but, like...
It feels a little unfair to compare it, just because it has, like, a bit more ambiance to it. So it's like, I don't know, it's like the same thing to me as like comparing the soundtrack of like Ocarina of Time versus like Breath of the Wild. Obviously like Ocarina of Time is gonna have way more bangers in it. Honestly, probably the bigger problem with Bonanza, actually, is that because you spend so much time in the Bonanza forms, you rarely ever get to hear the other music. Yeah.
There's still some songs I really like. I like the Lagoon theme. Of course, that is the first level in the game.
Yeah.
I don't know.
There are some good songs in the soundtrack, but the ones that I remember are like a lot of the tribute songs, usually because those go uninterrupted. Like, even if you transform into like a Bonanza form, they will continue to play. Does anybody in chat know what team won Sox Fest, by the way? Because, again, I couldn't watch it all last night because my internet died and I had to go to bed. So I didn't get to catch the rest of it.
What is Sox Fest? I didn't catch that last night. I was busy finishing Bonanza.
Sox described it as, like, a pseudo, like, Splatfest type deal where it's, like, the competitors do like challenges in various games to earn points for their team. And also, there's some audience participation. People could submit fan art and, like, donations to the American Heart Association to, like, root on their favorite team. I donated $50 for Team Cat, for obvious reasons. I would be, like, you know, Will's my boy. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. I like Will. He's a good guy. But I have to go Team Cats by obligation. I'm sorry. They picked a theme where I specifically could not vote for the home team. They picked, like, the one theme where I could not possibly do that. But yeah, it was just like that. And I don't know who won at the end. I know that Team Cats, when I stopped watching, was very behind. Normie was not doing great on the challenges, which, you know, it happens. It happens. One of the challenges was literally beat the final boss of the SpongeBob movie game, and that shit looked, like, annoying as fuck. Unsurprisingly, Will won the SpongeBob challenges. Which, I mean, he had to, because I said in chat that if Will didn't win the SpongeBob challenges, I was taking away his sponge card.
Anyway. Whatever. It's been too far back.
What's up?
I was just thinking about the thing I asked about Mom Donnie. You think Mom Donnie could have survived Independence Day? This is weird. I'm not gonna ask these questions anymore.
I like how you asked it out loud once and you were like, wait, never mind, this bit sucks. My new question. Who did Wario vote for in the New York primaries?
Wario lives in Pittsburgh.
And he still voted in the primary? That's crazy. Dude, he's committing voter fraud. That isn't character for him, though. I didn't even mean to vote for Dino Jungle, but it picked me specifically. Because they like me. Wario ran and voted for himself. That's true, Tony. Wario definitely the kind of guy who, like, runs a presidential campaign as, like, an independent and, like, pretends like he's making a difference in the world when he gets, like, 10,000 votes overall. He literally does. He's above the concept of, like, a Democrat or a Republican.
Oh, he's a Libertarian Party member. This has been debated, as Drill has said, in the quoted text.
Well, the thread was closed. They never came to a consensus, so let's not...
Why would he not be a libertarian?
I'm just saying, let's not jump to any conclusions.
Genuine question. In what world would Wario, an owner of a video game business, and legendary chaser of treasure, lover of money, and notably kind of immoral, why would he not be a libertarian?
Treasure. Sorry, I didn't have an argument, so I just tried to do a typo in the group chat.
Croissant.
Are you gonna finish that croissant?
Dude, I'll say also, during Socks Fest, I did see Tack and the Power of Juju more times than I ever had in my entire life up to that point. Because the fucking, like, SpongeBob movie game had a trailer for it, and people kept fucking playing it. They had a trailer for Tak 2. But Tak is back. Hey, you know what's fucked up? I took a walk today, and I ended up, like, walking to GameStop, and they literally had a GameCube copy of Tak and the Power of Juju. And I got really scared. Because I was like, how did they know? How is that possible?
I think Tak and the Power of Juju has to be, like, one of the top 10 most returned video games of all time.
Probably. I watched, like, the Nitro Rad reviews he did of, like, the Tak games, and I kinda just don't believe him that Tak 1 is that good of a video game. I believe that he believes that, but I don't believe him in that it's, like, a good video game. I just look at it, and I'm like, how can this not be complete ass? I don't know, maybe I'm too much of a Tak hater. Maybe Tak is more back than he's ever been before. I got 6.
Ah, fucked.
It's kind of funny that they're doing console bundles with Pokemon Legends ZA for the Switch 2, because it's like... That's not even an exclusive. That is on Switch 1.
Yeah, but, you know, I feel like this might still get people to upgrade, especially how hard it's being, like, advertised.
Yeah,
Meanwhile,
true.
like, stuff, like, the latest trailer, they've only shown the Switch 2 version.
Yeah.
And in, like, while Scarlet and Violet also have a Switch 2 version that's, like, free, like, that's not being pushed, and people already know that that game came out on systems that aren't the Switch 2, so they're not gonna go like, oh, new Pokemon game for the Switch 2. Meanwhile, like, Legends ZA, even though it is coming out on the Switch 1, a lot of people will see it and say, like, oh yeah, this is the Switch game, this is the Pokemon game for the Switch 2.
Right.
Dude, how are there still... You are getting the option of full 3 laps DK Pass, and you're still voting for Koopa Beach. What the fuck is wrong with you?
And it's gonna win. I think everybody that votes for Koopa Beach is going to hell. They're literally going to hell before they die. Like, honestly, it has to be trolling. It has to be trolling. They know it'll get a rise out of people. Because who the fuck looks at the fucking options on the table and is like, man, I really want to play Koopa Troopa Beach right now. Are you insane? You wouldn't even want to play Koopa Troopa Beach if it was like a 5-lap course. Let alone it having an intermission track before it. Koopa Beach is the new Toad Circuit. Dude, the crazy thing is, like, Toad Circuit is probably a better track overall. I would probably rather play... I
also agree with that.
I would literally rather play Toad Circuit than Koopa Troopa Beach. Honestly, that's another thing I can say overall about Mario Kart World, is that I think the tracks have, like, higher highs, but I also think they have lower lows. Like, dude, that Rainbow Road is amazing, and, like, Bowser's Castle and, like, Great Block Ruins have, like, really cool skips and stuff. And, like, oh, but also Koopa Troopa Beach is in the game, and it's really bad. It's really bad. It's like worse than any course that was in 8 Deluxe. Like, I don't know, I'm trying to think of, like, the worst courses in 8 Deluxe. And, like, maybe the only one that comes close is, like, Sky Garden. I remember really not liking Sky Garden. I also fucked up really bad. I got stuck on an umbrella, and now I'm paying the price for it.
Dude, my Toadette is, like, mildly happy to be getting 9th place. I think I fucked up real bad. I got 24th points for being 9th place. Shit, bro. I think the game's telling me something.
Who's gonna play Splitgate 2 when it goes back into beta, though? Who's hopping on?
I'm ready to make FPS great again, guys. Who's ready to join me in my battle royale?
Yeah, my fucking
my battle royale with a battle pass that's making FPS great again and is meaningfully different than other FPSs.
Dude, like, okay, I'm not happy that people are losing their jobs over Splitgate's 2 failure. I want to make that clear. That's never a nice thing to hear, especially with like the current state of the video game industry. Obviously, that part sucks. I also, though, am like glad that that game is failing because I really hate the guy who came up on stage at Summer Games Fest. I'm really glad he's getting his just desserts. I wish he was getting more, like, I wish he was just, like, fired, but I'll take him looking like a world's biggest moron ever for now. I fell off the stage.
I also fell off the stage, if it's any consolation.
Glad you did not watch Summer Games Fest. It's, like, crazy how bad it was. It, like, felt like a particularly weak year. They showed off, like, some shovelware, like, fucking Nicktoons game. That is true. He did look like a big moron when he showed his mug on that stream. I'm just glad that we're being vindicated by history. Pretty much. Also, why does the second game failing mean they have to shut down the first game? How does that add up?
I mean, I guess they still pay for the costs of, like, hosting the servers for the first game.
I mean, all I'm saying is taking down the first game isn't going to make people want to play your next game. Because then it's just going to be like, oh, when is this game going to get shut down, though?
I think I did alright.
I did bad. I got 10th.
I got 6th. I do hope they have a Nintendo Direct soon. If only just so, like, I don't know. A release date for Air Riders would be so good. Like, for a lot of people I know, that is, like, the reason for purchase of this console.
Yeah.
Just the mere promise of, like, slightly less troublesome being able to play fucking City Trial online, let alone get, like, match made in City Trial, and also maybe, like, I don't know, more features to City Trial, new maps, shit like that. It's like...
Basically, it should only be City Trial, but expanded.
Maybe that's going a bit far, because I do like the basic races, but
It's
like,
kind of true, though. Like, City Trial is
it
just
is
too good.
It is. It really is.
Yeah, I just want, like, release dates on stuff. I want to know when Kirby comes out. I want to know when Hyrule Warriors comes out. It'd be nice to know when Metroid comes out, although that's honestly the one I'm the least excited about, because I'm not really a huge Metroid fan. Which I know
That one might be one of the ones that I'm more excited about, honestly.
I just don't like Metroidvanias.
I really only played Metroid Prime 1, but the concept of going to another Metroid game with genuine mouse and thumbstick control is like, oh man, this seems dope.
Yeah.
Yo, it's playing the fucking ending theme from Odyssey.
I'm sorry, I'm one of the people spreading the city propaganda, but to be what am I saying? To be fair, they literally released a show called City the Animation, and that shit is fire.
Fair, but that doesn't have much to do with City Trial.
Yes, it did. They based it on that. You didn't know?
Oh, really? I see.
Yep.
I see, I get it now.
Air the Show? Yeah, they haven't made Air the Show. They've made Avatar The Last Airbender, but that's specifically going against the wills of the air itself. So what does that say about that?
Also, Avatar The Last Airbender... Just like how Final Fantasy is a bad game.
I didn't hear what you said about Avatar at all. You got cut off.
Oh, they made a Magic the Gathering set for Avatar. They're going to make an Magic the Gathering set for Avatar.
Man, I mean, it's unethical to play Magic the Gathering.
This is known. Oh man, speaking about playing card games, I keep on thinking to myself, yeah, I'm gonna get back to the Pokemon TCG now. And now that this is like the last set before Mega Evolutions comes out, and it has a bigger Badoo, and also that big Badoo evolves into Jellicent EX, which is a Badoo, which has the Badoo effect on an ability, and it also blocks the ability to play tools. So, like, part of me does want to go online and build the deck around that, and just make as many people as mad as possible.
I wish I could buy cards again. The only way you can buy cards anymore is if you fucking wait in line, like, all night for it. People have gone crazy with the scalping of Pokemon cards. It, like, genuinely, like, it's just, like, depressing to me now. I don't feel any joy when I hear about Pokemon cards, because I'm like, oh great, here's another set that I'll never be able to get, because everybody started going fucking insane for this. I literally chose the, like, worst possible time to get into collecting Pokemon cards. I'm lucky that I was able to get, like, all the Ogre Pond cards and, like, the Rika Full Art card, because it basically means that I've done everything I have to for the rest of my life. Even though I would really like to get more cards, I've done the important stuff. And no, I will not play Pokemon TCG Pocket. I played that shit for one day and I got bored.
That shit sends you fucking push notifications. That's like The moment a mobile game sends you push notifications, it's like evil to me. You're supposed to be active only when I have you open.
I get notifications on my phone from an app called Woodoku that it like added automatically to my phone, and it's always shit like, wow, you are really good at Woodoku. And I'm like, I know. I haven't played in like 3 years.
You can turn them off, but I don't know. I just don't like the format of Pocket. And you can hop on Live, but Live also has its fair share of issues. Namely, being Pokemon TCG Live. But, like, that's, like, the only tenable way to play the Pokemon TCG for me. If you're not, like, a collector.
Yeah.
And even then, like, I wonder if the price for, like, basic, non-tricked out decks has gone up. Like, there was a period of time where, like, Pokemon decks sometimes costing, like, $90 was, like, heinous. Because fucking... Pokemon used to be, like, the affordable card game, while Magic the Gathering had, like, multi-$100 decks. But now, I'm, like, wondering if you're, like, playing a Charizard EX deck, does that cost a lot of money? Does Badoo cost a lot of money, even if you're just playing, like, the basic print version of it? Or is it only the full art prints that cost a lot of money?
I'm starting to feel like with how hard everything is to get, I think it's just all expensive now.
Fuck, dude.
And I don't know, I'm sure they're, like, trying to solve the problem, but they need to, like, hurry up and solve it faster.
Like, I'm not even somebody who generally cares about tricking out my deck and getting, like, full arts or foils. To me, that's, like, not what I play a card game for. Well, that's not how you do that trick at all, actually.
You know, we talked about it, like, probably, like, an hour ago at this point, but I just remembered this. Talking about, like, the price point of this game, I had a dream recently where they did do DLC for this game, and all it did was add 2 new characters and a knockout tour rally, and they were like, please give us $40. And I like, in the dream, I did buy it, but I was, like, really mad about it, because I thought it would be way more. Even though I'm pretty sure they made it clear that it was, like, just 1 knockout tour rally and 2 characters. I literally had a dream about $40 Diddy Kong, because I know Diddy Kong was one of them. Honestly, the other character might have been Dixie Kong, and I think that might have just been, like, my brain thinking about fucking Donkey Kong Bonanza. Yeah, fucking Mario Kart Tour's Diddy Kong pack was crazy. What are you guys doing, though? Are you paying $40 for Diddy Kong, or $100 for a year of Fire Emblem Heroes Pass?
Oh.
Nintendo mobile games really do have, like, really shitty monetization. Like, somehow, like, pretty aggressive, like, monetization, considering Nintendo in, like, their console games is usually not that aggressive about, like, you know, microtransactions and shit. Like, I mean, they could have added microtransactions to Splatoon years ago, and they never did, because they fucking had a sane mind. But, like, their mobile games were so bad for it, dude. It was, like, insane. It was like, how the fuck did they think...
I think it's mostly the games developed by Dina.
Mm-hmm.
And also, like, oh man, Unite is developed by Teamy. And surprisingly enough, we've been talking about Monster Hunter. Teamy's gonna release a new Monster Hunter, like, mobile game soon. Who knows, that might also end up on Switch and Switch 2, but... Fucking Teamy has a reputation of making the worst monetized shit of all time, which is sad because they also sometimes make good games.
Mm-hmm. I'm also glad we're past the age of the Nintendo mobile game. I mean, Pokemon is gonna remain a thing in mobile, but they did Pokemon mobile games before they did, like, Super Mario Run, so it's like, yeah, of course they are. Pokemon Friends, everybody. Pokemon Friends. I might actually buy the $10 version of that game, though, because I thought it would have way less in it, based on what they were saying, but, I mean, I got, like, 6 free puzzles in a day on mobile, and I'm like, wait. There's no way there's only 30 puzzles in the game, because then it's like, you would literally be able to beat the whole game in, like, 5 days. There's no fucking shot. I think that might have been, like, not false advertising, but, stupid advertising. I think they probably meant that there's 30 types of puzzles in the game. It still doesn't make sense why the DLC costs so much, but... I have a feeling like that's what they intended to say, was that it does 30 puzzle types. But I could be wrong. I could buy that game for $10 and then finish it in 30 minutes and be like, that's it? That's Pokemon Friends?
That was just a bunch of wonky walk cycles.
Oh, Pikachu betrayed us! That's kind of how I felt waking up that early. I literally went to bed immediately after I ended my stream of the Pokemon Presents, because I was like, dog, that was not worth it. I'm going to fuck back to sleep.
Okay, speaking of Pokemon Presents, how do you feel about the 1 extra stat point that you get from EVs now? Specifically in Champions, at the very least.
I mean...
This doesn't matter to any Pokemon ever, but...
Yeah, I was about to say, it doesn't really matter. It's like...
Also, like, it seems like either all of the Pokemon have perfect IVs, or, like, IVs straight up don't matter. And I sincerely hope it's that IVs, like, there are no IVs in Champions. It would mean that there would be no hidden power, but, like, that's fine.
There's already no hidden power anyways, they got rid of it.
Honestly, the more I think about it, the more I think, like, while, like, it definitely was a huge nerf to a lot of Pokemon, the concept of hidden power, it probably shouldn't have existed. It shouldn't... Not every Pokemon in the game needed to have, like, especially, like, only special attackers needed to have, like, a coverage move of the type they want at a low base power. Like, it's not that broken, but, like, at the very least, Terra requires you to expend a resource.
Yeah. They should have never removed Pursuit, though. Bring it back. We need the T-Star
Pursuit... Ghosts are too fucking good right now. And I think part of it is, one, the nerf to steal, and then two, the fucking removal of pursuit is just terrible at keeping ghosts, like, letting ghosts roam free, you know? I don't know. That, or they need to introduce a normal type move, like, called, like, Salt Strike or something, that is just inherently super effective against ghosts. Yo, wait, Jen, I'm jerking my peanuts silly style? Yo, can they say this? Is this allowed on Twitch?
Whatever, I'm stroking my cock. But you can have fun doing whatever kitty crap you're doing. What's wrong, liberal? It's just a little bit of penis humor.
Airship Fortress is fun. I would really like to go to Rainbow Road, though. Especially considering I've already been to Airship Fortress, like, this race. Pretty sure.
Right.
Well, fuck, bro. Ugh.
I thought that guy's name was Zam Pooper.
Sam Cooper.
It's like some other shit that's been going on. Have you been hearing what's going on with V Shoujo?
Oh yeah, I was gonna bring that up because I saw that you're a PNG tuber EN, which, like, makes sense, right? But, like, that made me think of, like, VTubers and shit, and, like, oh man, the shit in V Shoujo is, like, insane. I really only knew about V Shoujo, one, because, like, Iron Mouse is kind of popular, and two, because, Mo Tendo, the guy who made all of those Mario edits of the fucking Old Spice guy, was a part of that as, like, COO, and then, he left last 2 months ago, and now on Twitter he's going, like, he's adding the CEO and going, what the fuck, man?
Okay, I don't wanna be that guy who's like, actually, it's pronounced Tendu, like Mountain Dew.
Oh my god, I thought it was Mao Tendo because it's like Mewtwo plus Nintendo. I don't know.
No, it's Mao Tendu. Like the drink.
Damn. Well, I guess I have to kill myself.
You don't have to do all that just because you didn't know. Is that guy not guilty, or I have no idea. I made a post about it and I deleted it because I wasn't too sure after, like, people talked about it more. I will say, though, I do find it a little hard to believe that he wouldn't have any idea about it, because it's like, if he only left 2 months ago, people weren't getting paid for, like, way longer.
Yep.
Like, at the very least, like, what the fuck was he doing all that time? Was he not paying attention to this shit? I don't understand. I mean, I'm not gonna classify him as a guilty party because that's not fair, you know, innocent until proven guilty. But it's like, how does this kind of thing happen in a company that you helped found and you didn't know the whole time? That seems like crazy to me. That's like if one day I found out that someone in the motherfucking broadcast was, like, killing people, and I just, like, for years didn't know about it, and I find out on the news, so I at the person on Blue Sky, and I'm like, you've been killing people all this time? And it's gonna be like, how did I not know they were killing people? It was everywhere. It was written all over their face. Also, hi Ryan, welcome. We are Cocktail Racing.
Stop killing people. Look, I'm gonna get found out. I'm killing people.
Say that again?
What? I didn't say anything.
Oh, okay. I trust you. He hasn't even made a YTPMV in like 6 years.
7 years, yeah.
Oh, 7 years even? That's crazy.
Yeah.
You've been killing people for years on Twitch, Twitter, and Blue Sky, but you always say you're sorry. I guess that's fine if you're sorry about it.
Dude, your oopies?
Yeah, my puppies are going crazy. Who in the motherfucking broadcast would be most likely to be a serial killer? Man, I don't fucking know. Don't ask no dumbass questions. Otherwise, I'm gonna start saying it's you.
Guys, who is your favorite member of BTS? And which one of them would be which member of the fucking motherfucking broadcast?
My favorite member is Rat Monster because his name is Rat Monster. I don't care that he changed his name to RM. I'm dead naming him as fuck.
Why are Korean bands like this? that sounds bad. Why are K-pop groups so strange, and why is their fandom so obsessive? Honestly, why is BTS like this? This is the only people I should be complaining about, I think.
Yeah, I mean, BTS is pretty aggressively bad. When are we gonna have our HLVR AI moment?
Oh man, I can't wait to show you guys what I've been working on, which is nothing.
We're gonna have our moment when the next subathon happens and I play Hello Engineer.
Oh shit, that's true.
Yeah.
Hello Engineer, but the
Hello Engineer, but the streamer doesn't like it.
Hello Engineer, but the carts are AI or something? I don't know.
But the AI is fucking your wife. Dude, when we hop in on Borderlands 4, though, that'll be like our HRVI AI.
Is it bad that I'm like... Okay, I shouldn't be. I really, absolutely, factually should not be. I'm like kind of cautiously optimistic about that game. There's a chance it might not be like Borderlands 3 level shit.
I'm sorry, you're a fundamentally broken person.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Sorry, I don't mean that. I don't mean what I said. I'm not gonna play it, I don't care about Borderlands.
I find something fun with the Borderlands formula, which might make me a fundamentally broken person, frankly.
I mean, listen, if you want to get really excited about Borderlands 4, I mean, Randy Pitchford he's been studying a lot of ancient history for it. Look up Randy Pitchford Medieval Times for more info.
Yup.
I fucking love
I heard he has like a whole like flash drive full of gigabytes of information. Look up Randy Pitchford flash drive for more info.
Yeah, he's doing the Hideo Kojima thing. He's got a flash drive full of ideas that will stick around in Gearbox for years after he dies. Also, yeah, Hello Engineer is a Hello Neighbor thing. It is my sworn duty every Halloween now to play something Hello Neighbor related until I run out of Hello Neighbor things to play, and then I don't have to do it anymore. Depending on when Hello Neighbor 3 comes out, I might be playing that next year.
Yeah, you know, Atari has a real hit on their hands. This could be their next Pong. Hello Neighbor 3.
How many of these damn games have they made? Far too many. Far too many. There's like Hello Neighbor 1 and 2. They're currently developing Hello Neighbor 3. They did Hello Neighbor Hide and Seek. Then they did Secret Neighbor. And they've done Hello Engineer. So there are like 6 Hello Neighbor games. Although
what is compelling about the Hello Neighbor universe in order to make this many games?
Tiny Build has
honestly,
like,
this could be said about any mascot horror thing, but like, specifically Hello Neighbor? Come on.
Yeah, Hello Neighbor has been like kind of shit from the start, so it's like baffling that like games for it keep getting made. But I also think Tiny Build is like so fucked up that like they literally have nothing left. Nobody, like, they never, like, built up, like, any, like, big IP other than Hello Neighbor. So now that they're kind of just, like, a sinking ship, it's like, well, I guess we'll keep making Hello Neighbor games till we go bankrupt.
That might happen sooner rather than later.
Like, can you name a single other game that Tiny Build has done other than Hello Neighbor? I think they did.
No Time to Explain?
Yeah, I was gonna say, that's like the only other one you could name, and even then, like, that was like a decently sized indie game back in the day that they never, like, followed up on. So it's not really, like, an IP, and I think if they made another one of those today, it probably wouldn't do as well as the original did.
I could have sworn I've seen their icon on things that aren't neighbor-related, other than No Time to Explain, but like I said, they're not particularly memorable.
Did they do speedrunners? They might have done speedrunners, which had the awesome YouTuber DLC. You could play as Peanut Butter Gamer.
Why wouldn't they make the DLC about actual speedrunners?
Because they're fucking stupid. It's fucking Tiny Build, dude.
That's fair.
Okay, I say that. I don't actually remember if Speedrunners is Tiny Build. Can someone look up Speedrunners? Who developed Speedrunners? And can you explain why they put Peanut Butter Gamer in the game instead of a speedrunner? It was published by Tiny Build, and there it is. And there it is. And you know, I know that publishing is not the same as developing, but I'm still gonna say, like, Tiny Build probably had a say in getting Hello Neighbor into speedrunners. I don't even think, like, you know, it's the worst thing in the world that Peanut Butter Gamer's in the game. PewDiePie, on the other hand, oh god, PewDiePie. It's too bad he got killed by wild gorillas. You know, he was... Yeah, he could have turned over a new leaf. He could have changed his heart.
I don't think that's possible. He was, like, white. He was, like, that specific. He was blonde. That's what I really mean by that. Like, there's a specific type of word person who I think are like racial insensitivity is the only sort of humor that they have. And I think Batman is one of them.
Dude, Uber Haxer Nova, though. Okay, I remember when I was younger, I used to play Ultimate Chimera Hunt on, like, Gmod, and, like, the community had beef with Uber Haxer Nova, because Uber Haxer Nova uploaded a bunch of, like, Ultimate Chimera Hunt videos, even though, like, he didn't know what, like, Earthbound was. He was playing this, like, mother-inspired, like, fan mode. And, like, he was just getting, like, his little kid fan base to, like, play it. And, like, the community was mad as fuck about it. I didn't really care, because I did watch the videos when I was younger, and I was like, oh, this is cool. I'm glad, like, a big YouTuber is, like, showing off, like, a big Ultimate Chimera Hunt, like, thing. But, you know, I was 13. I don't know, maybe if I was an adult back then, I would have also hated Uber Haxer Nova. I would have been like, fuck, get these Uber Haxer Nova kids out of my damn Gmod server!
I think it's weird to be mad at kids playing your game.
Yeah. I mean, I think the bigger problem was just that there were so many people trying to play Ultimate Chimera Hunt, but there were only, like, maybe, like, 5 servers for it at the time. And, like, because a lot of them were, like, younger, like, they were just pouring into the same servers instead of, like, you know, hosting their own, because, like, you're like a 12-year-old playing Gmod, you don't know how to host a server. You've never done that before. You don't have a disposable income to spend hosting a Gmod server. It was not Gmod Tower. I don't think Ultimate Chimera Hunt was part of Gmod Tower. I think there might have been a fork of it in there, but I don't know. Do kids still play Gmod or TF2? At the very least, they probably still play TF2, just because TF2 has the advantage of being a free-to-play game, and I feel like by...
If you look at the recent dupes list on Gmod, you probably can tell there are some kids still playing it. Especially considering fucking Skibbity Toilet.
Oh, yeah, that's
like,
true.
Of course
I forgot about the Skibbity Toilet in the room. Yeah, there's definitely, like, little kids who are playing Skibbity, or playing Gmod because of Skibbity Toilet. The average Gmod player will always be 12 no matter how much time passes. That's facts. That is true. I mean, I feel like the more tech-savvy of the kids are gonna find out about Gmod from Skibbity Toilet. You know?
The rest of them are playing Skibbity Toilet modes on Fortnite and, like, Roblox.
Yeah, like, I'm sure there are a lot of kids who are just doing, like, Roblox and, like, Fortnite and stuff, but, I mean, like, if I could discover what Gmod was when I was, like, 12, I'm sure, like, other kids can do it now. You know, I don't want to assume that the kids are stupid and they don't know how to play video games. You know, that's the take I'd have if I was, like, a boomer. Or, like, a boomer relative to how long video games have been around. The Skibbity Toilet situation is kind of crazy. It's still, like, funny that, like... And, like, it's one of my more mean takes, I'll admit. I just remember when, like, people found out the Skibbity Toilet guy was a piece of shit, they were, like, genuinely disappointed, and I was like, how do you fucking care? It's the Skibbity Toilet guy. Like, yeah, the Skibbity Toilet guy is a piece of shit. Yeah, he made Skibbity Toilet. I had no high hopes for him whatsoever. I'm not saying that Skibbity Toilet... I don't know if there's, like, problematic stuff in Skibidi Toilet, because I'm fucking 25. I'm not gonna watch Skibidi Toilet to find out. I don't care. But...
See, my favorite thing about the Skibidi Toilet guy was that they revealed that he once commented on Half-Life VR AI and says, like, I don't see why people like this shit, man.
Yeah, that was really funny.
That's so fucking funny, bro.
Heard some kids talking in public the other day, and they were making fun of Skibidi Toilet in the way kids do when they've grown out of something. Yeah, I mean, like, listen.
See, unlike Barney, I think Skibidi Toilet deserves all this hate. I feel like we discussed the Barney hate on the literal last fucking Mario Kart stream.
Almost certainly.
Oh, man.
Also, I did not watch Sly Foxhound. I know that was said a few minutes ago, but I did not watch Sly Foxhound. I didn't really watch a lot of guys who were in Creatures. Aside from, like, I watched the Uber Haxter Nova, like, video, like, fucking Ultimate Chimera Hunt videos. And I watched the one guy whose username I could not tell you how to pronounce, but he primarily did Super Mario World hacks, and that's why I liked him. He was kind of my goat. And he stopped making videos for years, and then he came back, and then he stopped making videos for years, and then he came back. I don't know if he's still back. He might have stopped making videos for years again.
You know, man, talking about, like, Roblox and shit. You remember, like, old Roblox?
No. I didn't play it ever.
Oh my god. Oh, wow, that's awesome. Good. I don't know, I got into Roblox in 2007, and then I left in 2013, and now I have no clue what the fuck it is anymore, and my brother works there.
That's fucking funny. See, like, I'm friends with people who, like, develop stuff
who,
in
like,
Roblox.
actively do Relo. Yeah, I know Socks made the Find Everything
yeah,
thing,
with
right?
Tyler, and I think Nomer. And I know, like, Rick and Will worked on Find the Zavox and, like, the Zavok obby who killed Zamom, or whatever the fuck the Zeddy's name is. You know the one. He's the fat guy, he's the big sandwich, and he died in this game. I don't know, I feel like I missed out on, like, Roblox as a kid. Because, like, the first time I played Roblox was in 2015 for a YouTube video I was doing about, like, bad Sonic.exe games. And I played Sonic.exe in Roblox, and I was like, man, this shit is making me never want to play Roblox.
Wait, there's just, like, a random tornado on the tracks? Wait, this intermission might fuck. I don't think I've ever played this specific intermission.
Find Everything and Find the Zavox out tomorrow? Yes, dude. When are they putting Find Everything and Find the Zavox on Switch? Is there Roblox on consoles now? Which console is Roblox on?
It's on Xbox and PlayStation 4, I think.
Dude, how the fuck is that
But
shit not on Nintendo
I
Switch?
remember my brother talking specifically about the troubles getting it on Switch, and I don't think there's... Maybe this is hashtag insider information. I do not think there's currently a plan on implementing it on Switch 2.
That's kind of crazy. Sorry. That was me both times with the red shells. Fucking weird ass bug just landed on my desk. I'm gonna lose this race as a result of this, but I'm willing to accept that. Dude, that shit didn't die.
It's all worth it to kill the weird-ass bug.
Communication error has occurred. Yeah, the communication error is that I got jump scared.
Fuck, bro. I was front running for so long and now I got 9th.
It's alright, I'm gonna lose 1 William points for this anyways. Can we see the bug? I already killed it, and also I lost it. I'm sorry, I know it's not good to kill bugs, but sometimes I have to do what I have to do.
Anyway, I was talking about, like, old-ass Roblox. And the reason I downloaded Roblox was because of a YouTuber I saw in 2007/2008, whose name, who I think was Swedish, and I don't know if he's racist. I hope he isn't, but you never know with old YouTubers. But his name was Fleshkjurta. And he did stupid Mario 64 death compilations by playing in Project 64 with, like, a bunch of, like, Game Shark hacks enabled. And that made his fucking... Do you actually know who I'm talking about, Ryan? Because if you do, that's awesome. I'm glad I'm not the only person who remembers fucking, like, stupid Mario deaths where, like, he, like, fucking... Yeah! He's also why I know what Roblox is! Genuinely!
Dude, I just looked this guy up. Apparently he was in Super Mario Glitchy 4. Which means that this guy is tangentially related to the Amazing Digital Circus.
Holy shit. That's awesome! I also kind of freaked out when I got, like, Mario Galaxy, and I saw, like, the flying version of Mario, and it had the same exact color scheme he used in his fucking, like, stupid Mario Deaths compilation for Mario 64. I also didn't play Mario 64 until after I've seen all those videos, because I owned an N64 second-hand that did not have a copy of Mario 64. Well, actually, it wasn't second-hand. I got it in the 2000s with the Pokemon Stadium bundle.
I'm laughing really fucking hard at Tyler getting into a fight with this person, saying they were faking being Swedish. That's fucking funny, dude.
Holy shit.
I wish I got into beef with YouTubers when I was a kid, but I was too nice. I was too nice.
The concept of race faking being Swedish is so funny. Yeah, I'm race faking being from a Nordic country where things are sad and wet.
Just give it a couple months and Kanye will be doing that.
Oh, man! Oh, man!
Am I wrong?
No.
Exactly. You can't sit down here and tell me that I'm wrong.
Sweden is also where Leffen is from, so I don't think it's a forgivable place. I think it's gonna die soon. Sad, but it had to happen.
I don't know anything about Leffen except the Leffen diss track that's like, you're not one of the gods, you're one of the god-awfuls. I think that
was
line is
really
so much.
It's really funny because that guy got so fucking owned. He got, like, the most owned anyone's ever been in a fucking money match. It's really good.
I mean, he's much more built for the rap game than he is the Smash Brothers game.
Oh, truly. Also, like, I don't know, man. I think the hate for Leffen is, like, a little bit overblown, but he is kind of, like, a drama queen. Honestly, if he was gay, I would excuse his activities a lot more, because then he would just be tweeting out, frankly. But since he's heterosexual, it's unacceptable.
That's how I feel about Moist Critical.
True!
It would be much more understandable for him to be making all these videos if he was gay. The fact that he's also always talking about how much he loves boobies is like...
Oh, yeah, Deep Leffenbot is awesome.
Deep Leffenbot is really good. I don't know, I will give Critical some credit in that conservatives tried to cancel him because he didn't hate trans people. So I do have to hand it to him on that one. I will not be watching his videos on why the Deep Throat situation is insane, though. I really couldn't care one way or the other.
He's making videos on the Deep Throat situation? What is it, the 70s? Fucking like what? Dude, they're gonna impeach Nixon. Hello?
You mad because Nixon the throat goat. That's all. You know, back in the day, a president getting impeached used to mean something. We've fallen as a country. He really was the glizzy gulper. When Watergate happened, he was just slurping that shit up. He was slurping all the water, and that's why he got in trouble.
The gate was installed to stop him from slurping so much.
Exactly. Oh, brother. I don't know. I only truly diss YouTubers if I think it's funny too. That's why I was kind of hoping it would just be confirmed that Mao Tendu had, like, an involvement in the situation. Because it's like, yeah, the fucking guy who did the Old Spice videos is responsible for one of the biggest charity fraud cases we've ever seen on YouTube. And it's like, fuck. But you can't say that, though, because you don't know for sure. And legally, I get in trouble for saying it if it's not true. I will say, the only, like, VShojo member I was actually aware of before this situation was literally just Nyanners, because she was, like, popular on Tumblr back in the day.
I found out I was aware of way too many of them. The fact that they signed up Project Melody is kind of insane.
Who is Project Melody?
The forefront of VTuber porn.
Okay! I don't know what
I'm pretty sure she was sponsored by, like, Pornhub for a good bit, and she has, in fact, made porn videos with her VTuber model. And that is what I know her for. Sad, but true. I have bisexual male friends who know too much about things. Oh, and also I knew Iron Mouse. Mainly because I just, like, associated them with, like, horny-ass, like, her, like, kind of... No offense to her, but her kind of, like, generic VTuber design, until I found out she, like... She very much is, like, kind of terminally ill, and, like, part of the VTubing thing was a way to express herself when she's struggling with her illness.
Yeah.
Which makes the fact that she had a deeply successful charity campaign for donating to a charity about her illness, and then that's got caught up in fraud. It's, like, deeply upsetting. Fucked up.
Oh, brother, I just went to the VShojo page on Wikipedia, and half of the former talents all left literally today.
Yup. I was, like, looking through their Twitter feed, and I've been clicking the names mentioned on their Twitter feed, and every single one of the names mentioned had an announcement saying that they're leaving and some statement on the drama. It's awesome. I mean, it's not awesome, it's terrible, but also I like seeing companies fuck up.
I will say, my thing is that 100%, I never really liked the corporate VTuber culture, and that's not the fault of anybody who, like, signed up for that kind of thing. It's just that, like, you know, I'm, like, a bit of an old head in the streaming space. I was doing this shit on, like, livestream.com back in the day. And you know what we did? We just, like, watched... We did plenty of copyright infringement. We love to just watch movies on livestream.com. We didn't give a fuck. You know, back in the day, like, streamers would start their streams with songs. I know that was, like, a big thing for, like, Vinny Vinesauce, is that he would play songs at the start of all his streams. We didn't give a fuck back in the day.
Doesn't he still sometimes, like, do that? He just, like, mutes the backing track and doesn't include it in his VOD videos.
I wouldn't know. I don't really watch him these days.
I remember, like, last time I saw him, when he was, like, when he moved to Twitch, after he moved to Twitch, where he was doing that.
That's just... Do you remember when live stream was Mogulus? I actually don't. I think that was before my time. So maybe I'm not as much of an old head as I thought. But then again, how many streamers do you know have existed since, like, 2012 and have done streaming since then? I think I still get a pass to call myself an old head, alright? All the popular streamers came out, like, 2 years ago.
Not Northern Lion and shit. I don't know. That's an insane statement. A lot of them have been on the game for quite some time now.
Northern Lion started out as a Let's Player, though.
That's fair.
I don't know when he started the NLSS. He might have been doing it for a while. But, like, also, to be fair, Northern Lion is the exception, not the rule. Like, him and his friends are the exceptions, not the rules. Think about, like, how many streamers who are, like, super popular now who existed, like, 10 years ago. Because you will not find many of them. Fucking... I don't even think Ninja has existed for 10 years at this point.
Oh, yeah. 10 years is a long fucking time.
Yeah, when was the first episode of the NLSS?
100% organic antifreeze. Sorry, I've just been reading some of the signs here. What the fuck? Dude, Mario Kart advertisements are really fun.
The first NLSS was in 2013, so technically speaking, I've been in the game longer than Northern Lion.
Damn.
Alright, I get to say, if I get to say that I've been doing it longer than Northern Lion, I get to say I'm an old head. Even though I've made absolutely no impact on the game, I don't care. I get to say I'm old as shit.
Oh, shit.
Did some streams on livestream back in the day, but they were all bad. Yeah, none of my livestream.com streams are archived these days. You could not find any of them if you tried. I couldn't find any of them if I tried. I don't even think livestream had like an archiving feature. I think it was literally like you had to record them locally or you were fucked. But I remember doing, like, Pokemon Nuzlocke and stuff back in the day on live stream. I would just, like, spend hours upon hours doing that. It would be, like, my entire day. And, like, pretty much all of my early streams were not commentated. Because I was very insecure about my voice when I was younger. And now I've just gotten so used to my own voice that it's, like, it doesn't, like, bother me anymore. It's something that I got over, like, many years ago at this point. It's just one of those things also that, like, streaming just became way bigger during COVID. Like, and, like, I hate to credit the guy because he's a piece of shit, but the Dream SMP really did a lot for, like, making live streaming, like, way more mainstream as, like, a form of entertainment that people care about. Now, you do not have to hand it to him, though, because technically Ninja did it first. Technically, Ninja, even before COVID, he, like, expanded the reach of live streaming. And I don't even think you need to hand it to Ninja, but you have to hand it to him more than you have to hand it to Dream. Dude, I got first. Let's fucking go.
Sorry, I had to pick up a call from my mom.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay.
I think this one might be my last one.
Okay.
Mario Kart is fun, but I want some changes. Like, I know they're not committed to like a roadmap, but sometimes it is. At least when games are like this expensive and like online is such a huge part of it, I think that having a roadmap is like helpful. Which is something that I do kind of appreciate about Monster Hunter.
Meanwhile,
That we know when, like...
my ass playing Mario Kart Wii the old-fashioned way 17 years later.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I tire of racing games faster than the norm.
The DK update
Hey, I
coming
don't think
any
it.
day
I don't
now.
think it's. I don't think it's like bad. Like I like this game. I like it as a vehicle to speak with my friends while just like doing something with my hands. It feels more like I'm just here to like chit chat and shit while things happen, while images flash on screen. I don't know.
I don't know, I'm like the opposite. I see a roadmap and I start throwing up.
Fair enough.
I would love for less video games to have a roadmap and just released in the state that the developers wanted it to be in.
But like, that's the thing with Monster Hunter. The state that developers want it to be in is it's an evolving game. I don't know.
Oh, that's stupid. Hashtag hater.
But it gives you time to pace out content. I don't know. Maybe I'm live service pilled, but like only for like Monster Hunter.
You kind of are live service pilled. I'm not. I'm not live service pilled at all. I play some live service games, but like, I was I was still playing TF2 even when they were like not updating TF2 like basically at all for years. Like, I didn't need constant updates, I just needed the game to be fun. Just make the game fun at launch, and, like, I'll stick with it. I don't need all this roadmap junk. Not that, like, I don't know, it's not that I'm, like, against the idea of it. Like, I'll play, I play Splatoon every time there's, like, a Splatfest or, like, an update and stuff, but that's also because Splatoon was already a game I like. You know? Same with
I mean, that's the thing. Monster Hunter is also already a game I like, and I like that I'm getting more game at regular intervals.
Tony in chat does not agree. Tony says hates live service for Monster Hunter.
Sadly, I don't think that's ever going away soon. I guess you'll always have 4 Ultimate.
TF2 having no battle pass or EXP or anything makes it way more fun for you to open now. Stuff like
it has loot boxes, and it basically invented them.
Yeah, but it's better than most other games, so that's not a gotcha.
Fair.
That's not a gotcha. Yeah, it had loot boxes in it. What does that have to do with the problem at hand?
Fair enough.
We're saying that we dislike live service games. People used to complain when any game on Earth got DLC. I kinda still do. I kinda still feel like most DLC is overpriced. And it's gotten even worse with it's gotten even worse with, like, microtransactions and stuff. I agree also. TF2 does deserve shit for inventing loot boxes. But they are also, like, yeah. The only reason it got away with it is because it was easy to ignore. And honestly, like, even in the modern day, it's still incredibly easy to ignore, because theoretically, if you really just want something from the loot box, you can wait until it goes on the Steam Marketplace or, like, trade for it. Very few people actually, like, open the loot boxes, and they only do it because they're, like, insane, and they want the unusuals. Which, I mean, is not good that exists, but thought that was your last race.
It was, but now this one's my last race.
I think unusuals are fun, but they've never been fun enough for me to actually want to splurge on them. The only unusuals I have are from the Crate Depression, and one unusual that I got traded when I was like a YouTuber.
Dude, the Crate Depression was so funny.
It was.
I wish I was active during that time.
It was fucking awesome. I have like 5 unusuals as a result of that. I wish I had a disposable income when that happened, because, dude, I'm not even gonna lie, I would have spent $100 just filling my backpack with random unusuals. It's not fucking fair they had to do that when I was in college and didn't want a part-time job.
Wait a second. If you did that, couldn't you, like, trade those unusuals, like, nowadays and make a profit?
No, what they did with the Crate Depression is the first unusual that you got, you were allowed to trade and market for whatever, but they made it so you couldn't trade or market the rest of the ones you got. I think that was their way of not completely fucking up the TF2 economy, because I will say the TF2 economy is like a sort of like necessary evil, because it does genuinely keep people playing the game and like buying stuff for TF2. I don't like it, but as someone who really does enjoy TF2 a lot, I've accepted it as a necessary evil.
It's like the second-hand card market.
Yeah.
In, like, card games. But then again, that also leads to scalpers, which makes, like, card games not fun. But also, like, without it, then the only way to obtain the cards you want would be random chance through, like, the OG loot boxes, the card pack.
Yeah. And at the very least, what I could say about TF2 is that none of the weapons are locked behind the loot boxes, which is the more important thing. It's just skins and stuff. And yeah, people will wail for the skins, but in terms of how it affects the overall quality of the game, it just, like, flat out doesn't. I don't know, I'm too much of a TF2 dick sucker. I love that game too much. Never forget multiverses putting characters behind a paywall.
Yeah, that sucks.
I mean, I saw the update. The next What Happened episode is gonna be on multiverses. So I'm gonna get to watch a video about everything that went wrong with that fucking project.
When is he gonna make a What Happened to Do Best Friends Play?
They already did that. They just said they're not friends anymore. Didn't they?
Yeah, honestly, all things considered, that's like, in the recent history of, like, group breakups, that's like the most peaceful group breakup I've ever heard has been.
Yeah, they just were like, yeah, we're not really friends.
They're
like
just, like, not
anymore.
friends anymore.
And they didn't, like, try to, like, fucking get at each other's throats about it. They were just like, yeah, we aren't really chill like that. It is what it is. They just handled it like fucking adults.
It's honestly really awesome, considering fucking how shit some of these other breakups are.
Yeah. if you were a best friend playing, you would play Chutes and Ladders. Yeah, can we play Chutes and Ladders?
Sure. Wait, do you have 50 classic games or whatever it's called?
I do, yeah.
I don't know if Chutes and Ladders is on that.
I don't think it is. It has Ludo, though. I fucking love Ludo. Evil ass game.
Let's hop on.
Dude, I'm not even lying. I would do that.
Wait, do I even have this? Oh yeah, I do. I do have Clubhouse games. I have to download that shit. Straight up, I might download this.
Dude, literally tell me when you have it downloaded and we'll hop on. They should do...
Sometimes the intermission has, like, really cool stuff, like you can just drive the huge-ass vehicles. It should apparently take 3 minutes. I don't know why I removed this on my Switch if it's this small.
Clubhouse Games is fucking awesome. They should do a Switch 2 edition for it that adds 51 more games. And they could add Chutes and Ladders. They got Uno in there too. Can we play Uno in Clubhouse Games?
Sure.
Yes, dude.
Wait, who else, like, our group or in chat has Clubhouse Games? Can we get other people to, like, jump in here?
I don't know. There's not a lot of 4-player games to begin with, though.
That's
I mean,
true.
we named, like, 2 of them, and that's, like, maybe, like, 20% of them. I did buy the Jamboree DLC, because I knew I would play it with my family, so I was like, yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'm also, like, in that same boat, where, like, I know when I go to my sister's house for, like, Christmas and stuff, that she would fucking love playing the on-camera, like, mini-games together. So,
Yeah.
like, obviously, like, why not? And then, like, there's other fun stuff, like the team modes.
There's straight up someone getting fucked on my timeline. Surprised how close they dropped it to Bonanza. I feel like that's kind of been the pattern, is that they'll release, like, one of their, like, Switch 2 edition things in a month, and then they'll release, like, an actual big game. I think it's their equivalent of putting a shit ton of ports on Switch 1. they have to figure out how to do ports somehow.
There's somebody getting fucked on your timeline. Meanwhile, my timeline has a image from Final Fantasy X of Lulu unleashing her Moogle doll, except her Moogle doll is a Lugia, and the Lugia runs up to the enemy and deals 999 damage.
Wait, that's cool. They should actually add that.
Yeah, they should make an update to Final Fantasy X.
Yeah, Automod hates your funny-ass messages, Tony. It's fucked up. It is funny, though. I say that also. I have a feeling the Kirby update is gonna be bigger than Drag X Drive.
Oh, yeah. I can't imagine Drag X Drive having content. Oh, shit! There is a Nintendo Switch 2 update to allow game share.
Yes, I remember that. Is that, like, the only thing they added to Clubhouse Games? I mean, not that they really had to add anything else. Oh, I'm super excited for Air Riders. I will be picking that one up. It's the year of the kart racer.
Yup. So Air Riders is like more than a kart racer. In fact, it doesn't really have like randomized items or stuff like that. At least if it's anything like the original Air Ride. I don't know, we need a gameplay trailer. We've only gotten the teaser.
Might be the reason you buy a Switch too. I respect that. Also, hello, Super Angie. I don't know if I said that right, but hello.
Super Angie Mito from Guilty Gear. I don't respect that point.
That's crazy.
I don't know. I'm not good at Guilty Gear. I click fucking, like, Slayer, and I press buttons, and it makes me happy, and then I click Potemkin, and I do grab inputs, and it makes me happy, and then I lose.
Mm-hmm.
Such is the way of somebody who is just bad at fighting games.
I just play Bridget and Testament because I think they're cool. And I don't learn any of the other characters because I don't care.
Like, I don't know, when I go to a fighting game, like, I'm not good at them, but I, like, kinda enjoy the concept of, like, learning and playing them, especially if you're, like, bad at it. Remember when we played, like, fucking Soul Calibur 2 on the day that we did all that shit with, Strikers?
Yes.
Fucking, that was, like, fun as fuck, because, like, it's fun to just, like, pick up a fighting game and, like, learn shit with a friend who's the same skill level as you.
It's true, it's true.
And then, like, the person I gravitate to, like, you gravitated toward Link because Link is a character you know and like. Also, I have Clubhouse games.
Alright, we're playing Clubhouse games now. Fuck this gay-ass Mario game.